Yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. Yeah, that's what I'm playing right now. Yeah, I've been listening to this and the new Shaggy and the new Jelly Roll. HOC. What up? Just got back from a meeting. I pushed the time back to go to a meeting. Huh? What'd you say, Aunt? The music? What are your buddies crushed? Goddamn, Godzilla, a killer, but we iller. Three-head gang in the green chinchilla. Skin clean, your bombs off. We don't even feel you. If we crush you, tell them dig to reveal you. I'ma crush motherfuckers, blood rush motherfuckers, Glock bust motherfuckers walking through the mall. I'ma crush motherfuckers, I don't trust motherfuckers, blood lust for them busters. I'ma kill them all. You could've called it, dog. Writing was on. What about now? What about now? It's better now? Yeah, I can hear you. I just switched a setting on the Google Meet. Well, you know, for me not being a tech guy, well, you know, for me not being a tech guy, well, you know, for me not being a tech guy, yeah, 3 weeks. If you're watching on Facebook Live, if you go into the comment section, there's a link for the PayPal and there's a link to get in the meeting. If you click the Google Meet link, you can come join us live. We're just going to play some words with homies starting in 17 minutes. Now it's 16. I caught it right on time.
My mama was a diva, my daddy was a killer. Bust a nut in the pussy, out came Godzilla. Fresh up out the womb, I was searching for the Skrilla. Started spitting wicked rhymes, ain't no one iller. My mouth breathes fire, you can't stop the Hydra. Heads and torsos hang from telephone wires. The screams throughout your town sound like amplifiers. Not fucking with the three-headed monster, he's a liar. Crush motherfucking pussy motherfuckers. Crush motherfucking pussy motherfuckers. Crush motherfucking pussy motherfuckers. Crush motherfucking pussy motherfuckers. We crush all them boys. Kill and destroy all. We crush all them boys. Kill and destroy all. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. King Kong ain't got shit on me. Let the smoke settle. There I am, 47 stories tall. Good goddamn, God's Juggalos, pitch white eyes, high rises on fire like the night skies. Please, you judge, flee, you judge. Where y'all at? Squat and swipe off your tanks with my ball sack. Fall back. Run or you'll be splattered. Skulls flattened. It's all that y'all chatter. What?
and destroy. Painted face juggalo, he the real McCoy. Meetings and bad days are what he enjoy. Clown boy ain't no bitch. Don't get it twisted, his finger got the itch. He pack a biscuit. Clown boy, he don't miss. He mad persistent. Bystanders get the gist when they get administered. Clown boy, he insists. No cops assisted. He got missiles for wannabes and all snitches. Little kiddies that they can't, they like to think that it's a game, but they all turn up fucked up cause 3 times they said his name. What is he? Is he a goon? Cause I don't like to assume. What is he? Is he a ghost? I know he ain't seen by most. Who that? In the big ass red shoe. Hey! Oh, that there clown boy. Who that? Have your ass on even the news. Hey! Oh, that there clown boy. Who that? With the big ass red nose. Hey! Oh, that there clown boy. Who that? Quick to bend over your stank hoe. Hey! Oh, that there clown boy. Who gon' get you up out of your seat? Come on, you gon' call when you want some more beat. Come on, who gon' smack you in the head with a pin? Come on, who gon' swing it again and again? Come on, go ahead, pick your guy. I got mine prepared to die. Now you dead. Not the damage.
Well, got 12 minutes. Where's everybody at, Josie? Where's all your peeps? Rolling dice. Sky?
I'm killing them all, feeding off the carcass. You get jarred in the marsh, then proceed with caution. I'll be kicking this to my murderers, homies in the box. My villains.
All you need to do is go to my Spotify. He can find so much shit. More, I got tons of lists. I got tons of lists. He's tripping. I got months worth of music on my Spotify.
They tell me something wrong with my brain scan. I got your body strung up in my pain land. Yo, check it. They telling me I'm losing my mind, so I escape into the late night. I'm just talking to the moon again. They tell me you the kid, say that empty the clip, get that throw the sled. Talking to the moon again. These voices in my brain say to release the demon, bring the rage. Talking to the moon again. I'm riding through the city, you know I bring the dead fall with me. I'm talking to the moon again. I ain't gon' stop, never gon' stop till that body drop. Trying to take it a couple pills just to calm my nerves. They say I'm on the sick one, my thoughts is getting worse. I'm thinking about creeping through your house late night, cut the lights, talk to your wife, and then I see what that mouth got. They creeping through my enemy's backyard. Pussy wanna act hard till I put his heart in my black jaw. I've been killing for a long time, spitting the cold rhymes, caught up on the wrong side, getting wicked with the nine, living in violent times, sickness on the rise, going viral. Don't fuck with big dog, homie homicidal. In your neighborhood like Michael, watching me from the window. You pulling up to the red light and they're pulling you out the limo. I'm smoking up on this endo, pissing up on your grave. Looking up at the moon with all this bad shit on my brain. I've been chugging from the rim, looking to the eyes of a lunatic. Talking to the moon again. They tell me you the kid, say that empty the clip, get that throw the sled. Talking to the moon again. These voices in my brain say to release the demon, bring the rage. Talking to the moon again. I'm riding through the city, you know I bring the dead fall with me. Talking to the moon again. I ain't gon' stop, never gon' stop till that body drop. Talking to the moon again. They tell me you the kid, say that empty the clip, get that throw the sled. Talking to the moon again.
call it what you call it. They think that I'm demonic. But bitch, I ain't crazy. I'm motherfucking psychotic. Don't let my image fool you. My brain is fuller than knowledge. And I'm really from the gutter. Had no ducats in my wallet. I ain't scared of dirt. Surrounded by hella garbage. On a mission for the money. Out here hunting on them dollars. Beastie motherfucker. Rolling with some shoppers. Really in the hood. In the streets paying homage. I had a tech nine that was selling slow the product. Was Stevie getting stoned. Southern Cali's where I got it. Cotton mouth got me out here drinking gin and tonic. Puffing on some chronic. Everybody know I got it. Beat my bitch up. About to get my pipe polished. Slap my mixtape. Got a head straight bobbing. If you want a problem, you can get a problem. Homie say the word and I'm sliding into pocket. And some fresh DBS sir, stomping on your noggin. My life is so erratic. My balance is perfect timing. Rhyming up in my spaceship. Flying an autopilot. You throwing me the shade and that's the reason why I'm shining. Only don't run too long. Illumination is blinding. I'm a beacon in the dark for anybody that's violent. Body kinda ironic. I'm in the underground climbing. I'm one hell of a rapper. Put up you can warm a climate. Kick you but we can shaman. Friends but I'm most in common. Swear my mom's an angel. My father's the king of giants.
Bitch, you know the scope is murder when I'm crossing through your fucking hood. Bullies with them bullies, making the set is still up to no good. Bring the pump, leaving the body inside of the trunk. You better get slung, making the body you leaving the trunk. Start of the phone, rolling the snow. West side, jumping out the whip with a full clip, then I let it bust with a deadly touch. Getting buck as fuck, don't get stuck by the devil's son. Cursing, we're by the flames, insane in the range. I'm bringing the pain, look in the rain, I don't give a fuck. Hanging myself, depending on fame. It's a sticker, my chopper do the hiccup. Pull up with a quick and 5 prices in the pickup. Long hair dragon with the silverback gorilla. Keystone the prince down south in North Khalifa. Ain't shit change, walking around with my teaser. Homies keep the thing, Cholo trying to get their visa. Swiping, no swiping.
Yo, can one of y'all say something real quick?
Hello.
Trying to get this. I always have a problem with this stupid ass speaker, man. Whatever. Well, we got about 6 minutes. So I just go ahead and start this thing.
Exhaling dose, then I hit a germ, I need a photo. Nicotine, we gon' keep this 30 and I'm slow, more like Bono. YLAPD kicking a door for. Said they think I'm trapping, bitch, I'm rapping, good as fofo.
Boss in the Lord willing, I don't get my door split. That's why I got my 4/5 tuck right next to this fellowship. Hellcat, couple foreign hoes, glass in they backpack. Stage you out that back, can't trust no hoe, this bad.
Okay, you mad. Tried to rob his pack and sell it back. Pilo si vergüenza, I mean, I'm shameless with my bag. Tell you cat. I ain't never seen you serve no pat. Bitch, I probably let the skill, but took my iPad.
Back to back, run this with the back, I don't know how that. Rainbows hit my line, like where you at, bitch, ain't no time for that. 35 for these 30s, do you dirty, you not worthy, slide. When I slide, I fire, and I need bad vibes, new
Talk for the script out. Told him I need Benzo, pot a 100 count. I be ducking off, Roxy nodding on a new couch. Got 2 spots, new crib in
You're watching on Facebook Live. We're gonna start the meeting in about 4 minutes. If you want to come join us live and play a game of Words with Homies and talk recovery, you can click the link in the description, and then there is also a PayPal link in the description if you want to donate to Juggalos in Recovery. We are a non-profit helping mental health and substance abuse.
Wait, you got crazy people here? You guys are crazy?
Yeah, all of us. What are you talking about? That's all of us.
I don't know if I should be affiliating myself with crazy people.
That's all of us. Thanks for talking, because now I know my speaker's working again, so I don't have to keep my headphones on the whole time. Yeah. Who the fuck did I sing here?
Godzilla with the microwave, cause a heat wave. Ziggler with the suplex slam, make the ground shake. Y'all do too much, feel it, but you move too much. Proceed like sorry, not sorry. Some of y'all want to let them all off. All out war till you get it called off. Chop them down, war to let them all off. All out war till you get it called off. Look, I'm like bodybuilder bitch with the big tool. 30 hanging out like niggas used to skip school. RP Woozy on the nigga you can live through. Get a big blood with his motherfucking wrist blue. Phone popping through the mail, he can send a brick through. Got an addict for the touchdown when they get through. Pussy boy, kill that noise on that boy, get away. Listen, you a bitch, little nigga, I'm a pit bull. Drop a location, pull up on him, check his temperature. Cause when we bump past, make sure you got the energy. I'ma lead a pump stack, pouring out the Hennessy. Niggas in the trunk that, niggas can't remember me.
If you're watching on Facebook Live, you can click the link in the description. You can come join us live. We're going to start the meeting here in a couple minutes. Just a little word association game, Words with Homies. Like I said, if you want to join us live, you can click the link in the description. And if you just don't want to be on live, you can save the link and come join us after we end the live streaming. Oh, yeah.
Fuck the discussion, there's no need to beg it. We don't want the bread, no, it's off with your head. There's a glitch in the system. If you blink when he did his thing, then you missed him. Double king, a handful of rings, you can kiss them. RIP, don't you succeed if you diss them. There's a glitch in the system. Microchip, twitch, stick. You won't make a difference. You won't make a difference. Great change gon' come. Of course I bear rhymes. I'm the new Shogun. Crack a nigga head like it was a cold one. Need a spring.
Alright, I'm going to play this last song and then we'll start it up.
Freedom, Juggalos. Okay.
Ah, God. You gotta get all emotional and shit.
Okay. Unless you're locked up, that shit is yours. Hey. Yeah. Hey. Okay. I'm alive, the heart up in my chest is beating strong. Don't stress over how long, just love it as it carry on. Free to meet any bitch, spit the right game, I tap that ass. Might see me ugly first, but with this mic, that shit don't last. I'm free to make a guap of money, working hard or not. I can cheat my way to pay, but I'll risk getting shot. I can bust my ass, it ain't easy, is how it works. You can't feel like you're $500,000 without any hurt. Every afternoon I wake up happy to be having more. Time to freely roam in this body thing and explore. Be holy, wholesome, or stick this whole dick hoes and hoes, dead and hoes. I write my own history, only me is in control. I'm free to scuba dive or recipe for him. Without me, for me, ain't no without him. I'm free to study, or rob a dealer, running money. Rain or sunny, I can get hot with a buddy. Freedom funny, make my body hard up putty. Be somebody, leave no mark or bruised and bloody. I can be scary, not just act hard. I'm legendary, dig up and bury, sketch my backyard, a cemetery. And when I'm dead, I hope no way my coffin ordinary. Leave me floating in red rum and Fago cold and cherry. I'm free to go, I'm free to see, I'm free to go. Be everything I wanna be. I'm free to try, free to pursue, I'm free to fly, do anything I wanna do. I'm free to go, I'm free to see, I'm free to go. Be everything I wanna be. I'm free to try, free to pursue, I'm free to fly, do anything I wanna do. I'm free to have 10 kids and adopt 7 more. And free to feed them with no table or plate on the floor. Free to live out in the boonies with some pigs and chicken house. Where no drawers let my nuts hanging, roll 2 robbers off for socks. Free to be a shrink and listen or have one hear me. Make my face in exercise like see so fat ho sit on me. I'm free to be a priest if I think God is in them clouds. Or worship Satan if I like burning up underground. I'm free to boogie, woogie, woogie woo. To give all bullies chief a fucking hot nuggie or 2. To learn karate or how to cook up chicken satay with bubba latte. Fuck hoes and be nake and fuck a lot in it. I gotta bet 'em, but without a wedding. Got 'em spreading and blow it out like Armageddon. Or bust a head in and beat up once some bust a dread. Bust some lead and shred 'em. Or just love someone instead. I'm free to go, I'm free to see, I'm free to go. Be everything I wanna be. I'm free to try, free to pursue, I'm free to fly, do anything I wanna do. I'm free to go, I'm free to see, I'm free to go. Be everything I wanna be. I'm free to try, free to pursue, I'm free to fly, do anything I wanna do. I'm free to move to Cuba, start a drug cartel, do life in solitary alone, still trying to act hard as hell. I'm free to be a gypsy traveling with vagabonds, a pool boy or a postman fucking on your mom's. I'm free to try to fly a glider all around the earth. I'm free to stomp on 2 liters, make them squirt. Find a bottle in the sea of floating hope to win the lotto with the numbers on the note. I'm free to go, I'm free to see, I'm free to go. Be everything I wanna be. I'm free to try, free to pursue, I'm free to fly, do anything I wanna do. I'm free to go, I'm free to see.
We about to start the meeting after this song.
Everything I wanna be. I'm free to try, free to pursue, I'm free to fly, do anything I wanna do. Let's go, it's free to live. Let's go, let's go, life, let's go, this is life, y'all. Okay, let's go, live it, okay, your life, okay, yeah, let's go, hey, all is worth, okay,
You break, you bite.
all is worth, okay.
Alright, well, it is after 9:30. We can go ahead and start this meeting. If anybody else joins, they can always get in later. So, my name is D, and I will be the host for this meeting. And Josie, Anthony, you already know what the deal is. Word association game. You pick a number, 1 through 100. You get a word. You use that word to associate with anything in your past life, present life, future life, however you can relate it to your life, recovery, etc. So, I've had a hell of a couple weeks. I'll get into that first before we start playing. So, funny thing is, shit's going sideways. My co-worker that lives at the halfway I work out gets kicked out of a house, so I'm going to Stewart on my kid's birthday on Saturday to get my car key. And I stop at a gas station and I bump into a sober ninja that's in the room in my area. So I'm just finding sober juggalos all over Martin County I didn't know existed. So this is Sean, Josie, Anthony. Thanks for joining us, Sean. So, like I was saying, it's a word association game. Everybody picks a number 1 through 100. And then whatever the word is, you speak on it. Then everybody else gets a chance to share on it. I use this random word generator. I put in all my own words. It shuffles it up so you'll never get the same word. With that being said, would anybody like to pick a number first? 1 through 100.
89.
17, I guess.
89, Josie,
So
is
just
going to be selflessness. Selflessness. Anthony, you said 17. Your word will be personal inventory. And I'll pick 25.
Oh.
That's my birthday. Powerless. That's my word. Would you like to pick a word, Sean? A number. I meant a number. 1 through 100.
79.
79? Not 69, 79. Okay.
Yeah.
Your word is courage. So these words is however you can relate with your addiction, your mental health, your sobriety, your recovery, your life, anything you overcome, what you're dealing with now, however you can relate it. I mean, I can kick it off. So my word was powerless. Man, the last couple of weeks felt powerless, right? God just pushes me through the weeks, man, because it's been a little crazy on my end. It's been draining. It's been exhausting. It's been nonstop. It's been mentally challenging, and the simple fact is the only thing I control in my life is how I feel and how I react to situations. So everything else I am powerless over. What people do, what people say, what people act. I've helped multiple people get in detoxes the last couple weeks that are dealing with their own powerlessness. Helping people when they make the bad choices and they're powerless over the way they act sometimes, and it's been kind of taxing, and I've just been kind of like trying to stay in the day and stay in the moment and know that, the gathering is coming up in a few weeks. I get to go and have some actual peace in a chaotic environment and see a whole bunch of homies, and I'm sober and everything is good, and my, besides the chaos, which isn't my own personal chaos, like everything's great, got some side jobs to make some extra scratch this weekend. So, and I keep, just bumping into new people in my life that's dope, and bumping into old people in my life that's dope. And when I'm not trying to control everything, the carnival provides, man. God provides, man. And life's beautiful, so I can't really complain. But man, in my addiction, I was so defeated and powerless over everything. And now that I've gotten sober and I have a power of choice of whether I drink or drug, and a power of choice over what I choose to do and not to do to myself, like, life just keeps getting better and better the longer I stay around. And with that, anybody can share on powerlessness, how it relates to you, or on the word that you have. Don't be shy.
I don't have much on powerlessness, but what got me back interested in the 12-step program is I just recently, over the course of about a year, took a moral inventory, everything that's ever happened to me and everything that I've ever done, the way I've ever reacted to any situation throughout my whole life, all the worst of the worst of the worst. And through that, while facing all of this most traumatic stuff throughout my life, was the most traumatic experience of my life, because it's kind of like facing all of it at the same time and not repressing it, actually allowing yourself to live that and feel through it. But at the end of it, all of these traumas and all this stuff that used to be an issue for me just kind of went away. And just weird things about me changed. I lost my fear of heights. I know I grew, God, emotionally and psychologically, I had to grow more in those 2 years that I was working on that than the last 20 years beforehand. But it was hard work. It I went freaking nuts and like burned away all my contacts. Tried to blow, tried to kill myself. It got really fucked. It wasn't good. But at the end of it, when I completed the work, I was able to realize that all of these traumas really have no power over us. They sort of release and bring light to the shadows, and the shadows just dissipate. They're not really there holding any power over you to begin with. But during that process of trying to figure all of that stuff out and doing it all on my own, it was horrifying and extremely painful. It was one of the worst experience. It was the worst experience of my life. But at the other end, I was able to let go of all of the worst experiences of my life. Like all that shit just fell away, and the growth that came out of it was remarkable. And that was basically fourth and fifth step work. But I didn't have a sponsor, so it's getting me back into. That's what got me back in a 12-step program. Led me here to Juggalos and recovery.
Hell yeah,
Hoping to
that's what's
maybe
up.
go over the 12 steps with an actual sponsor at some point, because I feel like I already did it with the whole universe as my fifth step.
Yeah, I mean,
But that's all I have to share on. I don't even remember what my topic was. It had something to do with that, though.
that's good shit. Hell yeah, I'm excited to meet you out there this year, and shit, you
Oh,
looking to
yeah,
work through
moral
some steps,
inventory.
man.
That's
There's
what
a
it
thing
was.
called video chat. We could always do
Yeah,
it.
it's good.
You know what I
Really,
mean?
really difficult work, but at the end of it, it's all pretty much worth it. I mean,
I mean, the 12-step
I learned to
process
love
is.
myself, learned who I truly am, and for the first time in my life, was able to say I love myself, which I've never been able to say that. That's only been the last like 3 years. So worth it.
The 12-step process in all actuality is such the simplest thing to do that we always make such a
I
big
don't
issue
hear
out
you. You're
of, or a lot
muted.
of addicts do.
See a mute
you
button on
you
you.
you learn yourself, you face your defects, you face your fears, you face your
No one
resentments, you
can hear
overcome all of
you. You're
those.
muted and
You're
listening.
mute. I tried
Oh,
telling
got me.
them.
Okay, so like I said,
I
the
was wondering
12
why it was
step
so quiet.
process, isn't that like everybody makes such a big deal of it? It's nothing but finding a higher power, whatever you may call it, facing your fears, your resentments, your regrets, and overcoming these things and being a better person. And it sounds like you've already been doing that. And shit, video calls exist, man. You want somebody to work steps with, man. Like, we're out here.
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah,
the
there's,
the
there's,
the most free time person, but I just got like you met Panda the other week, new Juggalos Ponce out here, and I've already got him done 1 through 11 in less than 30 days. So I got to meet up with him this weekend to get his 12 step done.
nice.
And shit. With that though, Josie or Sean, if you want to share on personal inventory, powerlessness, or on your word, it's open game.
Alrighty.
Oh, Sean, I got
my
a
name.
question. I seen that red ship you showed me. Is that 4 or 7?
No, that one was no my 5 months.
Hell yeah.
I'll be
Congrats,
I'll be
homie.
6. Thank you. I'll be my name's Sean. I'm an addict. I'll have 6 months on June 23rd. But so my word, courage. I'm gonna piggyback with was it Anthony that was just talking about the 12 steps, right?
Scarecrow.
Personal inventory
Okay.
was
That'd
his
be
word.
good.
I had powerlessness. Every time we play this game, all the words kind of link together. And then Josie's was selflessness. So.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, my word, courage. All right. I'll start with that one first. So actually, this week, I actually just did my 4th step for the first time ever. First time ever having a sponsor. First time going through the steps. And it took a lot of courage because I was always afraid. I was always scared. And it was a lot to do with like people hearing what other people had to say about it. You know what I mean? And so I always got scared away from it. I'd get to the 3rd step and then, I would do it. It's easy. And then I get to the 4th step and then I would hop out and I'd relapse. So I've been taking my personal inventory, every night, Like I said, I do have a sponsor, and it really, really is. It's awesome. You know, I was scared once I got through it. I mean, it definitely felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders, and it took a lot of courage from me because I'm never, I was always a people pleaser. You know, I was always doing it for family, friends, or to stay out of jail, you know, going to meetings. And I've definitely have come to find out that I was definitely powerless over my addiction, you know, with thinking I can do it on my own. And yeah, it was always rough for me. But I've had a pretty good week, you know, since I've done the 4 step. You know, I'm working on my amends right now.
You did 5 too?
Some
Like you wrote it and did 5 too?
yes,
Oh, yeah.
yes. I wrote it and did 5. Yes. Uh, some of my amends though I have on there are like my parents, you know, family members, you know, a lot of them that I've, you know, fucked over, taken things from them, and a lot of my family, you know, they don't want the money back. So, you know, I try to offer like my services to them, like, hey, you know, you need some landscaping done, or you're doing stuff on the house, and you know, my sponsor suggested to, you know, just, you know, give up myself to you know, try to help them because, you know, my parents, they're not going to take money that I try to give back to them that I've taken, or you know, I've taken tools, you know, pawn things and stuff like those things I can give back, but the money, you know, jewelry I can't get back, you know, that's long gone. So it was suggested to me that I try to, you know, just be a service, and that's definitely really, really helps. Yeah, I mean, it's going good. Like I said, there's like a weight lifted off my shoulder. I can definitely tell a difference in like everyday life. It's like, you know, dealing with different issues or different people. You know, I used to keep stuff bottled up. Now I got somebody I can call, you know, and pretty soon I'm gonna try to sponsor people. And yeah, that's about it. Thanks for letting me share.
Hell yeah. I mean, so it's funny, like I said. Oh well. Hey Josh, what's up? So we're playing words with homies. You pick a number.
Oh, you're on
1 through
mute
100.
again. Mute.
I'm bad at that. Sorry, long day. What's up, Josh?
No worries.
Welcome. So we're playing words with homies. You pick a number 1 through 100. You get a word. You share on that word. Everybody gets a chance to share on that word if you feel like playing. I had the word powerless. Anthony had personal inventory. Sean had courage. Josie has selflessness. If you would like to pick a number, I can give you a word.
What was the numbers? 1 through
It's 1 through 100.
17.
That was already picked.
Man.
17,
96.
25, 89, and 79 are gone.
71.
What?
71.
71. Brotherly love. So however you can relate that to your life, addiction, past life, current life, overcoming obstacles, challenge with having brotherly love, having too much brotherly love, however that relates to you. I'm going to piggyback real quick. So it's kind of funny, like I was telling you, Sean, like how all the words tie together. So when you're first coming into recovery, it takes courage, that in itself. Nobody wants to admit they're powerless over addictions or life or whatever, that things are unmanageable, you know. So it takes courage just to do that. And then it takes courage to ask somebody to help you through this in your journey, and then to take a personal inventory and admit these flaws and these things. You know, it's ego deflating. It hurts your pride. It's not an easy thing. But the crazy thing is, like, when we go through the process, right, everybody has pretty much done a lot of the same things, so it's no big deal, right? Our defects all pretty much stem from like fear and certain root emotions and all the we all lie, steal, cheat, manipulate, people please, self-seeking, whatever it may be, right? Right, but once you write that stuff down on paper, like you said, and the weight's lifted, and you talk to somebody about it, and you're just completely honest and raw about all this stuff you don't want to be honest and raw about, right? You get this weight lifted off your shoulders, right? And you keep on this process to like becoming a better person and trying to make these changes and trying to like, because we're not perfect, defects come back. Speaking of, somebody just asked me to speak on step 6 next week and at a DAA meeting, which is to remove defects of characters. It's just funny because when you go through this process, then you get the words that come into effect, right? Because you're trying to help other addicts, so you get that selflessness and you get that true brotherly love. Not that, oh, I got a sack, we'll split it. Yeah, that's brotherly love, but like, I want my brothers these days, like especially the homies, to be pushing me up and pushing me forward. You know what I mean? I don't want to be around the homies that want me there in the misery with them. You know what I mean? Like, I have plenty of homies that know me from 10, 15 years ago and don't like it when I'm drinking and drugging because of the person I am. I'm a savage, you know, and they like me the way I am now. Those are my real brothers. Those are the ones that have that brotherly love for me, you know what I mean? And I try to always, like I said, I was helping get people into detoxes this weekend and just helping put out some fires in other people's life. And that's that compassion, that's brotherly love, knowing that I was in that same position almost 5 years ago, you know? So I could not answer the phone, not choose not to help, or I can give guidance and help where possible, because that's compassion, that's brotherly love, which is something I want to do, is try to help like every addict and alcoholic to have a chance to having a life, you know, because like you said you did a 1, 2, 3, but if I was to be honest, every time I tried a 12-step program, I did 1 and 2. I never gave my will up, not once. You know what I mean? A true will. I never was living by the carnival, God, whatever, Allah, Buddha, nothing. It wasn't their will. It's, I'm still going to do whatever I want. You know, I'm going to force my will, and if everything just goes out my way and how I want it, then the world is fine. But when it doesn't go out my way, I'm upset at everybody, and it's like, I did all this for you, and you did this to me, but it's like, well, then there's a motive behind it. I wasn't doing it because God's telling me to do it. I'm doing it because I think it's going to benefit me in some way, shape, or form. But like I said, that's another one of those taking your inventories and facing your shit and trying not to do that and just doing things because you honestly care about somebody else. See how all the words tie together? It's beautiful. Anyways, room's open, so you can share on any of those words or your word or whatever you're going through, man. It's your meeting, so I'm just running it. You want to go, kitty cat? You want to go, Josh?
I don't know. I showed up late, but I don't know. Like the brotherly love. Like I really wasn't able to get anywhere in my recovery until I started like showing love. Like specifically like within the family, like Juggalo family love. When I struggled to stay clean, like I thought, like being a juggalo, like I thought that was it. Like I thought that was the issue. It was like around drugs all the time, just being a juggalo this and all. But in reality, like being a juggalo had nothing to do with smoking meth. Like that's not what we do. And no, like I got connected. I started going to meetings every day, and like I started showing that Juggalo love to other people and to me, and like my recovery just took off. It really did. I'm coming up. I have. It'll be a year on July 30th, but no, my very first gathering. Yeah, my very first gathering, and I'm going clean.
Hey, that was me last year. My first gathering, sober. I stumbled upon Juggalos in recovery on a YouTube wormhole watching gathering footage. And the first thing I did was go to the Juggalos and Recovery tent after I'd been going to these meetings online and hung out with all the homies. And it was dope to see other Juggalos sober because I was one of those. I was a Druggalo, bro. And even the own homies didn't want to fuck with me because I was that crazy when I was drinking and drugging. They're like, bro, you're too much, bro. Like, we just can't with you, bro. And to know, like, there's a ton of sober ninjas at the gathering. I think last year the biggest meeting we had was like 30-something people for an anniversary. Like, that many ninjas in a room being sober, like, you know, just hanging out at a festival flooded with drugs is beautiful, bro. And then what's crazy is, like, I didn't think about drinking or drugging the whole time, and I had shit offered to me left and right. You know, every time somebody offered me something, I go, you don't want me to do that, bro. Like, I'm in recovery, and I turn into an animal. I'll probably end up leaving in handcuffs by the time it's done. And it's the gathering. Like, I'm that crazy. Like, it's kind of hard to leave in handcuffs. I probably would, though. You know, like, and everybody's so, like, caring and apologetic, like you said, that Juggalo love, but spreading it in other places. Like, everybody's like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do this, and my bad. Like, quit apologizing. I'm having fun watching you have fun, and I'm having fun being here. Like, do you? You're good. Don't worry about it, bro. Like, so you're good, bro. You're in good hands. Come find a Juggalos and Recovery tent. You got a safe spot. You got a safe area at the gathering, and fucking enjoy every moment. The greatest part is, since I've been sober, I've been to so many concerts, and I went to the gathering sober, is I remember every fucking minute of it. I've been to so many shows in my youth where I don't remember a fucking thing because of all the alcohol and drugs, or thrown out of the show, or couldn't even tell you the whole, like, what songs they played or nothing. It's just like, I know I've seen them, don't remember shit about it. So, like, it's gonna be dope. You're gonna love it, bro. I'll see you there in 3 weeks.
Definitely, I'm gonna pitch my tent right in the middle of the Juggalos and Recovery tent. Yeah, thanks for letting me share.
Hell yeah. Josie, you want to go? Are you quiet?
Yeah, how come my word always makes sense with what's going on? I would say
Look,
selflessness
that's
is
called the
me.
carnival. That's called the God. That's called your higher power speaking into your life. You picked the number,
Yes,
the
but it's
word.
not
All I did
fair.
was, you know what I did? I hit the shuffle button 17 times, like I usually do before the meeting, and then you pick that same number, and your word is there.
Yeah, because I was gonna say selflessness is what gets me in trouble and has always gotten me in trouble because I'm too selflessness to people, and it's taken a technically it can go in with courage. It's taken a lot of courage to basically tell people to back off, and I can't fix their problems. They're nonsense.
I mean, there is a degree of being selfless where it causes more harm to you than it does help to others. Like, you have to have, like, definitely with dealing with addicts and alcoholics and supposed family and blood
Or just
family and
crazy
not blood
people,
family.
just people in general.
You gotta have those hard lines. You gotta have those personal boundaries where it's like, okay, I tried once, you didn't listen, I'm done. Or, you know, I'm gonna try a couple times, but if you're just asking and I keep giving and you're not putting in no work, like, I can't with you, you know. And some people
Yeah,
need that
that's
tough love like that. You know what I mean? Some people need the tough love to make them
some
go, like,
people
you know.
can't take tough love from me though because
That's
I
their
make people
problem.
cry.
That's their problem then, Josie. That's some shit they
Yeah,
gotta
I
figure
know.
out, bro. Like, I'm glad everybody in my life
Yup.
cut me off and quit fucking with me, bro. That was the tough love I needed. They're like, you're such a mess. You never listen. We've done this long enough. And when everybody quit fucking with me and I realized I am completely alone in this world because of the way I am, miraculously, I started to make a lot of changes in my life. You know? So sometimes that tough love
Yep.
is what it is. And a real friend's going to call you out on your fucking bullshit. They're not going to sit there and, like, applaud you for your bullshit or co-sign your bullshit. You know what I mean? So if you're giving them the tough love and calling them out on their bullshit and they don't like it, that means that's their problem, not yours. That's some shit they need to reflect
Yeah,
on
I've
themselves.
actually realized by doing that technically I've gotten more people's respect in a way. And it's kind of funny because I've called out people that others have tried to call out and they're scared to. but I have the balls to do it.
Bigger metaphorical balls than men's actual balls.
Yep, pretty much.
Alright, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and end these live videos, and if anybody else joins, they can join, but I'm going to get us off of the interwebs.